is Holly. So before I had opened the Revoltech Woody doll, and this time I'm going to be opening the Revoltech Buzz Lightyear. I am super duper excited. Just as a small side note, last time I made a video, everyone got in a lot of frustration that I was calling it a doll and not a figure. I do collect dolls and I don't play with them like a kid would, so I didn't really see why it was so offensive to call it a doll, but I will do my best to refer to him as a figure and not a doll, even though to me it's still a doll, but whatever. I'm very excited, so let's just go ahead and get started. So he comes in the same kind of box that Buzz came in. There's a lot of Japanese on the box that I cannot read, but these are really, really cool boxes. It has Velcro, and then there he is in the box. It smells heavily of plastic right now, but he's in there. He has his separate faceplate and all of his pieces, and I'll get him out in a second. Inside of the box has, again, clips from the movie. I think these might be the same screenshots as the other box. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. But really cool collector box. Really, really nice packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and get him out. Okay, so I got him out of the box, and everything he came with was his little nameplate that says Buzz Lightyear, and then it says Toy Story. Oops. So, little name tag. Came with wings, so you can attach them in. Right now he has like a little placeholder thing, so you can have him with or without his wings. Then you get 3 army men, which are pretty cool. And then you get another face, and this is like his more like he means business face. And then of course you get a little box to put all of the pieces in. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that I do not like Buzz as much as I like Woody. I really, really like Woody. Buzz is a lot more clunky, and that's just how he is in the movie. He's just a bigger, heavier plastic doll. He is extremely top heavy, and it's kind of hard to get him to stand. I finally got him able to stand right now, but as you can see, he very easily falls over, whereas I feel like Woody is a lot more balanced because he's kind of skinny all the way up. But Buzz just has a really big upper body, so it's a little bit harder to pose him, but he is really cool. So his arms, I feel like, are really weird, and they don't fit in his body quite as well. It's hard to pose them without them kind of coming really far out of his body just because of the way that he's made and just the way that he's designed in the movie altogether. He does have really great detail, of course, like all the other Revoltech dolls. So you can see all the buttons on him they look like you can press them, but you can't, but they look really nice. So that's a really nice details. The inside of his suit is very detailed. It really looks like the movie a lot. He even has like the buttons here. His helmet does come down like that. Doesn't really stay super well. So you can have his helmet down. His middle part is ribbed, which is kind of cool. And then his body kind of moves like that. So not a whole lot of articulation in his waist. Pretty much just has this and that. His arms are really cool. He has his Space Ranger little badge here. I'm pretty sad that this doesn't open, but I don't know how they would have really done that. But I'm kind of sad that his little arm thingy doesn't open, but you know, whatever. But his hands are pretty cool. You can articulate each individual finger. Can you? Maybe you can't. I thought you could. Okay, maybe you can't. You can just move all 4 fingers. Just kidding. I thought you could for some reason. You can move his thumb though, which is kind of cool. So he can, you know, hold things. And then his other hand is the same way. And he has his little laser. Of course, you can't press it, but the buttons look very real. And then his shoes. And then, of course, he says Andy on the bottom like Woody does. And then on the back, he has his little jetpack. And it says Danger Jet Exhaust. And then you can pull out this little piece here. And then there are little holes for you to put his wings on. So there he is with his wings. Pretty cool. So that he can be the flying Space Ranger Buzz. So you can take off the top of his helmet. You just kind of have to pinch it close a little bit to get it off. So if you want to have him without his helmet, you can do that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and change his face. Now, like the other Woody doll, you can just pull off the face like this and then just pop on the new one. And it's very, very easy to do. I really love that they've made it really easy. So this is his snarling face. So he's ready to go kick Zurg's butt. So again, he is not quite as easy to pose as Woody, but he still is quite poseable. He can move pretty much all his joints, his knees, his ankles, his forearms, wrists, all of that. So he is really, really cool. I really like him a lot. And let me see if I can get him to stand. Come on. Yeah. One thing that is kind of weird about Buzz is that his arm kind of looks like it comes out of the socket when you push his arms forward. So if you want him to be holding something, then his arm looks like this from the back, which is kind of strange. I know that they had to do that because of how big his upper body is. It just looks really strange to me. So that is kind of one negative for me, that it looks like his arms being ripped out when you try to move his arms forward and back. So just be aware of that. So as a height comparison, you can see that the Woody doll is significantly taller than Buzz. I kind of don't remember how tall they are in the movie. He kind of looks really small compared to Woody. I think he could have been a little bit bigger, but overall, he's a really, really cool doll. They're really cool collector's items. Sorry, I said doll. They're really cool figures. I do not plan on playing with them like a kid would play with them. So they are collector's items. Do not get me wrong. So please don't be mad at me. I just like having them and I take pictures. I do not play with them and throw them around. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please check out the link down below. I got him on Amazon. But you can get they have like a Jessie one and other Disney Pixar Revoltech dolls. They're really, really cool. I highly recommend them. Check out my Woody video and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.